Okay, calling pages 5 through 9 then. C 371483, page 5, Raven Queen, page 6, Antonio Washington, page 7, Denzel Lee, page 8, Howard Cabot, page 9, Lamonte Butler. They are all present in custody with their respective counsel, and we have Mr. Brooks for the state. We need to wait for Mr. Ports.
No, you're good.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right, this is the time and date set for our status check trial readiness. Last time we were present, a motion to continue was granted. My notes reflect that parties were still working on getting an alternate coroner opinion. Where are we at with that, Mr. Ericsson, as you are on the number one counsel or co-defendant?
You're, I think everyone wants to approach and discuss that with you.
Who does?
Everyone.
Everyone.
Defense attorneys.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Come on up.
Off the record?
At this point, it appears as though Mr. Ericsson indicated that there is a coroner who's been who is on board to look at the autopsy and give potentially an alternate opinion. All counsel at this point are on board with using that same coroner, and so that issue for now is resolved. Regarding Ms. Queen's case, Mr. Ericsson, is there anything you're missing? Anything you need to put on the record? Anything you need a decision on?
No, Your Honor, we've got what we need at this point.
Okay, and so that 4/28 jury trial remains realistic.
Yes.
What I'm gonna do is go ahead and book 15D for that date. That's the complex litigation courtroom, so that we will have a counsel table for everyone. And we'll plan on that being a firm date.
Okay.
All right,
Which was-
moving, thank you, Mr. Ericsson and Mr. Menino on that matter. Moving to Mr. Washington's matter, Mr. Green, where are you at? Any issues that you need me to resolve at this
We
time?
have no issues to be resolved at this time, Your Honor.
Okay,
We're ready to proceed in April.
perfect. We're going to then actually, for everyone, give a final status check readiness, end of March. We're gonna do March 25th at 9 AM for a final status check trial readiness. There's gonna be one matter that has an additional status check, but at that time, we'll address that one when I get to it numerically. And so it sounds like you are ready to go then, Mr. Green, for that 4/28 trial as well.
Yes,
Perfect. Next matter is gonna be page 7, Denzel Lee, Mr. Hendren. Any issues that you want to bring to my attention at this time?
No issues at this time, Judge.
Okay, we will maintain the 4/28 jury trial date. That's a firm date, and we'll see you guys back for that March 25th date. Mr. Nicholson, any issues you want to raise on behalf of Mr. Cabot, page 8? Okay, sounds good. That will remain ready to go. We'll see you back on 3/25. And then finally, Mr. Klaus, you'd indicated at the bench that there were some issues regarding continued representation. I'm gonna set only Mr. Butler's matter for a status check in 30 days on representation. That date will be.
That'll be December 10th at 9 AM.
Okay, we'll see you back at that time, then we'll see everyone back March 25th. The March 25th date will also apply to Mr. Butler. And then I'll send that email reserving that vote.
Your Honor, can I say something?
Yes, sir. Ma'am, sorry.
There is some stuff that I'm missing.
Okay,
I got a list, can I go first?
sure.
Okay, so first, me and my attorney, we went through the discovery, the one, we don't see no warrant for my arrest. And then the second one, the arresting time is wrong.
Okay.
And I bring up the arresting time is wrong because once we came out of the location, the police, they went inside of the location. And the warrant wasn't even issued for them to go into that property until midnight. And then I was having an issue with the phone pinging in the area. The phone pinged in the area 2 hours and 30 minutes before the crime even happened.
So I'll let Mr. Ericsson explain that to you, but a lot of times there's something called UTC that phones are kept in, which isn't the same as Vegas time, but it might not, that might be the situation. It might not be the situation,
Yeah,
but
it's not the situation. We didn't already have one through it already.
okay,
So, I bring up that because, they said that the phone was last pinged at 7:45 PM. And then it was turned off. But then they said that, it was turned off it wasn't turned on back on to midnight of June of that. But the state came here and they said that, I was in contact with people that were in the house. They contradicted themselves. How can my phone be turned off and not turned on back on to midnight in June, Nevada, but you saying that I was on the phone?
okay, anything else?
Yes, there is so much. The bag that they're accusing me of trying to sell, they don't even match. I'm talking about from the size, the color, the design, it doesn't match at all.
Okay,
And when we were arrested, money was taken from us and the state hasn't put it on our property. They haven't talked about it in a discovery, no, nothing. And then I have some concerns when I was at Henderson, I was forced to go suicidal. They had told me I had to go suicidal because of my charges, but when it was time for me to go to court, they telling me to take off the suicidal gown and to go in regular inmate uniform, but when I come out the courtroom, they're telling me to put it back on. I don't understand that.
okay. Anything else? Mr. Erickson, are these things that you can look into?
Yes, Your Honor, and we've been talking through a lot of these things, and there are some motions that we're gonna be filing
Are
related.
you
to
missing
some-
the warrants? Are you missing a warrant?
We have so many warrants, the arrest warrant. That is one that we are making sure, I don't know, and if not, I'm gonna get a hold of
Okay.
the state, we have, there are so many warrants issued in this, and so that is one that we're verifying. Yeah, we either have or we'll get it.
Do you guys have a cell phone expert on this matter?
Yes,
Okay, and so maybe that can clear up the issue regarding the phone ping or create a huge issue.
yes,
Okay. So it looks like you're working through the warrants and the times on those. There's an expert on the phone ping issue. And then the bag issue, the money seizure and the suicide watch issue, that's something you can talk to her about and let me know if there's any issues that need to be addressed.
yes, sir.
Okay, sounds good. We'll check back in on that at our next status check trial readiness. Thank you, Ms. Queen.
And Judge, I don't mind if Miss Queen wants to tell me more about the bag that was taken and the bag that was in the phone. I can take some notes and see if I can clear it up or if she
Or
wants.
if you're in error. Okay. Ms. Queen, is there anything else you want to point out about those bags so the state can give you information?
Well, the Chanel bag, the only thing that's the same about is that they both are Chanel bags, but it has different chains. It's a different color, it's a different size, and then with the Birkin, one of the Birkin bags too, they got they went on the internet and got a stock picture of the bag and sent it over to the detective. She never handed over, like the Chanel, she sent over a picture with her holding a Chanel bag that she thought that was it. With the Birkin bag, she sent over a stock picture of it. And then she said that they don't have no serial numbers, no receipts, no nothing. So you telling me that I could just go to the police station and say, oh, hey, yeah, my car is missing, but I don't have the registration or the.
Anything else? All right, we'll look into that issue and see if there's some motion work. It sounds like you do have some motion work regarding that coming up, Mr. Erickson. We'll
Yes,
see you back as soon as that's filed then. All right, thank you, everyone.
thank you.
That's it for this morning.